Finally. Oh, I wasn't even in the studio. There we go. Finally, Miss Freeman. Can you hear?
Well, how are y'all doing?
Oh yeah, man. Thank God you are here. Thank God you are here. It is a cold Saturday afternoon here in 804. The Hawk is out here. There's not background noise you hear. There's the wind whipping Richmond.
Right now, I'm about to say, look, anytime when she come on for the first time, and God knows how long, the Hawk is out.
Oh, well, thank you. I'm glad I brought
it.
Finally,
for the first time in since who knows?
It don't matter as long I'm glad we glad you're here today, and we got some wrestling talk. You got to school us up on Kevin. Mm-hmm. You wanna start?
Should we talk? Should we start with the Royal Rumble fallout from last week? All right. So anyway, I gotta acknowledge this real quick. So I didn't see it live, and Mel and I talked about it on air last week, and I asked him. I said, even I was getting bits and pieces of updates, and I told him, I said, "Do you want me to tell you?" He said, "No, do not spoil it for me." I said, "Fine, cool. I'll let you watch it live for your own and see what it is." Now, I will say this. There were, I think, 12 predictions you had. I think when I went down your list of your predictions, what you had. There was one you did get, and I have to acknowledge this one. You did get something right. You did get the part that Roman Reigns won the Royal Rumble.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Both of them. You said Liv and Roman.
Now what she said like Liv was going to be in the was going to be the first two participants.
I gotta go back because it was two out of those 12 I got right. It was another one that kind of hinted at.
But now the one other part you kind of did get right. If AJ lost to Gunther, which he did, which I think most of us saw that one coming.
Yeah, but I got part of that right.
You got part of that one right, but you thought Sammy was going to beat Drew. Now, right. I think what's going to happen is I think he is going to win eventually, but I knew he wasn't going to. They're not going to let Drew drop the belt this quick. They're not going to. But he did get half of the other one right with the AJ and Gunther part. Now, I don't remember what the other ones he had.
Oh, I got it right now. Number one, I said Mills Road Roman predictions in no particular order. Number one, Braun Breaker and Cody Rhodes was the first two entrants.
All right, he did get Braun right. You did get that.
Number two, Chris Jericho returns and gets the Chris Jericho return will get the biggest pop.
Yeah, that was the part that kind of
that was an epic fail because Chris Jericho didn't even show up.
No,
he wasn't even.
But and I couldn't blame you for that one because a lot of people did say that he was going to show up.
Yeah,
and I was expecting it too.
Yeah,
I was expecting it too, but. Yeah. Needless to say, I'm thinking, are you serious? But
yeah.
No. Go ahead, read the rest of them.
Number three, Obafemi will have the most single eliminations. He was tied.
Okay, now how many eliminations did he have?
5.
Okay.
He had 5, Roman had 5, and Lash Legend had 5.
Oh, all right. That part, I wasn't sure how that one was going to end, but
yeah, so I get that one. So number 4, another epic fade, Miss Parker. Miss Parker. I thought Miss Parker was gonna get that call up. I thought she was gonna be in it, but
she didn't make it.
No.
Oh man. Okay.
Yes. So I had to take that one on the chin. Number 5, AJ loses to Gunther. Then Sammy will beat Drew. All right. Number 6, Jade will retain. I did call that one.
Yeah. Now, was she even in the match?
So no, it wasn't. So I was kind of right. No, that was another epic fail.
Well, now I mean,
because
that was one of those.
I thought she had a match on the card.
Because I couldn't remember if she did, but then I don't remember seeing it. But either way you look at it, you could flip a coin in this one because technically you were right because she still kept the belt, but even though I don't remember even if she had a match.
No, she didn't have a match.
Oh well.
No.
I can't blame you for
Number
that
7.
one.
I don't know about this one. Kevin Harris will lose his about 3 times. I got the over under 2.5.
Well, okay. Now,
so how many times did you lose your?
Actually, it was on the underside because, to me, in order for me to lose my, you know what, I would have to actually watch it live in real time. You know what I'm saying? If we was over at the crib and we all watching it together, commentary, shooting the breeze, whatever, and we saw something crazy, but it would have been under actually. If I really didn't lose because again, the key thing about it was it started at 2:00.
Yeah.
So it was actually way under because if it would have started like at 7, 8 o'clock, and if we were at your house, it would have been different. It would have been different because you would have seen my reaction. You'd be like, "Wow!" But now the one big surprise though was Bree showed up.
Okay, that is my number 11.
Okay,
that was my number 11. We had number
7?
We're number 7. Number 8, was Roman Reigns. Number 9, I had Bianca Belair winning the Royal Rumble.
Oh man, and she didn't even show up.
No, she didn't. Number 10, Lyra Valkyria and Liv Morgan would be the first 2 entrants. I had that one wrong because that was Charlotte.
Yeah.
And number 11, both Bella twins, Lola Vice and Zari and Sol Ruka. So I knew the Bella twins was going to be there. I knew Brie was going to be in that, and I knew Lola Vice was going to be in there.
Okay.
And I knew Zari and Sol Ruka was going to be in there. So I got like what 3, 4 out the 12, 11.
3 out of the. And what was the last one? What was the 12th one?
I mean, no, it wasn't a 12th one.
I guess you could say 2.5, maybe 3.
I got 1, 2. The two I have definitely was Obafemi and Roman Reigns.
I would have loved to see Obafemi get a bigger run in the Rumble. Like if he was in that, was he in the he wasn't even in the top 4, was he? Because it was Roman, Gunther, Randy Orton, and somebody else.
Logan Paul.
Oh God, yeah. Now if Obafemi,
it's sad I gotta say his name like that. Logan Paul.
and listen. I understand. Because what was he doing in there? But look,
it was a good film, but it was 3.5.
But I would have loved to see a bigger push, and I think it's going to happen with your boy. I call him your boy Obafemi was look, last night, Bill. He destroyed Kit Wilson in 38 seconds. It was horrible.
It was beautiful.
I mean, it was
amazing. It was television.
Now,
you had people doing the overstrike. They doing the overstrike already.
All right. So let me ask you this: do you think that he's gonna get a bigger push before like Braun? Look, Monday Night Raw was hilarious to me when Braun Breaker went nuclear on starting out the show. He ripped up tables. He called out Adam Pearce. And
you know what's going to happen, right?
I was dying laughing in the first segment.
All right. Well, before we dive into that part, Ms. Freeman, how did you enjoy your?
Yeah, it was very interesting. I think the one build up, I think I did like during the Royal Rumble, especially the men's, was Oba against Brock.
Yes,
that was a good one to me.
I like to see that.
That's a dream match.
Because I think that would be a very good Slobberknocker. You know,
Yes.
that would be a good one. And out of the women's, and I kind of seen it a little bit on SmackDown last night. I do want to see Jade Cargill fight more people. And when she got that chance against Liv Morgan and Raquel, I think that was good. I do think Jordan Grace is going to give her a run for her money, but at least we get to see that. And right now, Liv don't know who she wants to face. My guess would be you may not try to go after Jade, but hey, if she do, then may the best one win.
I don't think she'll beat neither one of them for their belts.
No, I don't see that neither.
Not by herself.
I mean, but still, either way, even with the help of the Judgment Day, it's not gonna happen. You got two of the youngest, hottest female stars right now, really controlling both brands.
Yeah, because Jade is a beast.
Why give that up? And if you really want to look at it, on SmackDown, the second best female on that brand right now is her challenger, Jordan Grace.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting.
I can agree with that. And then also I will put the Bougie Bully in there as well, because he's starting to be a force to be reckoned with. And I'm glad to see more women of color running. I'm so happy to keep seeing that. And then even on Raw, I'm happy that Stephanie is still running her title reign, because she is good for that position. And I mean, with her background and her credentials, she deserved that. She don't deserve to be knocked off or played with, because the woman is an international sensation. She did her thing. And I'm gonna take it a step further. Real talk, quiet as it's kept, that doggone Chelsea Green, she has all my respect.
I was about to say something about that.
And Green might say to me,
huh?
I'd rather see Roxanne with the belt before Liv with it.
Really?
Yeah.
I would.
You need to see Roxanne Perez in NXT. You need to go back to see one of those matches, see what Romar's talking about.
But Chelsea Green, I'm gonna give that to her, because the match on Underground
you saw that.
Penta, she gave Penta a run for his money. And I based that off of that, because she took it to a whole nother level. And I would have loved to seen her with her title reign a little bit longer with the United States title. Because right now they're not. Go ahead.
It's her gimmick that's limiting her.
Yeah.
It's her gimmick. I've seen that same match. I think she also has a match. I think she wrestled Finn Balor too.
I think she did too.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Mm-hmm. She might have wrestled Finn Balor, or she might have wrestled Tommaso Ciampa, but she proved her. Yeah, I gotta give her flowers, because to know that she has that kind of toughness and to put on the act that she's putting on right now is remarkable. Because you don't think she has that in her.
Yeah, because she looked like a goofball.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, and I can't get past that.
She got y'all fooled.
Yeah.
Chelsea Green can go in that ring, bro.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. You know who else surprised me though? Maxine. She's starting to come into her own a little bit. Maxine Dupree is.
Yeah. Yes, she is.
She's starting to come into her own. Family.
Yeah. She.
Yeah, I still got reservations.
Hey, but she ain't a pushover no more, Kevin. You just can't blow past Maxine and think she's nothing no more. She's not allowing you to.
No.
You'll be living.
Now, who else who else I want to have the same energy that she's been having on this international circuit is that doggone Natty, because she done got a new alter ego, and I'm telling you, her alter ego is like she been in UFC all her life instead of in the WWE, and she's been she's been pushing.
Yeah.
I mean, she's better as a heel anyway.
Oh yeah.
This is a problem I had. She's tried this angle once already and it failed.
But who was running it when she was trying to do that?
Yeah, so I got reservations about how it's gonna come out. I mean, so far so good. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But at the same token, everything was predictable. Like soon as she came out with Maxine Dupree for her title match, I already knew she was gonna screw her over.
Oh yeah.
I already knew how the match was going to
You
end.
could tell by the backstage segment.
Yeah, I already knew how it was going to end. So that's the thing about me with that. Now, one woman I was impressed with at the Royal Rumble was Kiana James.
Mm-hmm.
She came in number 3 with a well-rested Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, and for 2.5 minutes, she gave them to the business.
Mm-hmm.
They could not do no double teams on. She worked them for them 2 minutes. And joining us today, we got a little Russell talk before we go into everything else. We got the Rev joining us. Rev, how are you, brother?
What's going on, people? What's going on, people? Getting ready to go to a charity fundraiser for diseases, preventable diseases, and I'm gonna keep one of the keynote speakers for this event.
Oh my God,
Right.
my God, you always outside doing something great for the community, man.
Man, look, man, God has blessed me to overcome some stuff, so I'm gonna just share what God has done for me.
Amen.
Amen to that.
Hey,
Amen to that.
I'm on the same page with you right now, Rev. Everybody looking at me like, you sure you had a stroke a month ago?
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Oh, wait a minute. He's been gone that long.
Yeah. He only missed like a week or so, but see, this month we haven't really been in the studio.
I mean, this is our first time since the first week of the year that all of us was together.
Look, I went in the first Friday last night. Everybody seen me like, you had a stroke?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I'm like,
yeah.
I mean, I go to physical therapy. My physical therapist, my occupational therapist, they just be like, are you human?
No, you.
Hey man,
I mean,
No, this food ain't good. That's all.
Put it this way, Roma. People look at us because we can't, like you said before, we Northside strong. People look at us like we are, like they can't believe how we are being able to recover. But one thing they forget, what we got in us is the love, the strength, and the healing ability that come from God.
Amen.
Yeah, and I tell them, I say, you know, the best information that I got from anybody when I was even in the rehab rehabilitation part of the hospital, the first physical therapist, they told me, you gotta help you. You gotta help your brain help you.
Mm-hmm.
And then I always had a factor in my life where I don't want nobody to do nothing for me because at any given time, they can choose to stop doing it for me.
Yes,
and I'm back to depending on myself.
Mm-hmm.
So if I can't depend on me, I can't depend on nobody.
That's right.
And that's how it always been. They sitting there trying to find things that it's bad when you go to physical therapy and they trying to find things that make it hard. They trying to come up with things that they think will be hard for me to do.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And I end up excelling at that when they
weren't expecting it. They weren't expecting it. So like I said, you changed the narrative right off the bat.
I went to the neurologist the other day. she's surprised at the way that I'm talking to her about what I'm eating and how to change my eating habits.
That's good.
It take people a long time to even try to want to do that. I said, no, not me. Then she tell me, well, what I'm eating and how I'm eating, I'm even lowering the risk of me even having another stroke. And I ain't done nothing but a few little things.
Sometimes those little things add up. So yeah.
Drinking tea, turmeric tea and ginger with black pepper.
Yeah.
Kale with apples and blueberries, making smoothies and stuff like that.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
No salt, non-salted butter. No, just those type of things. No fried foods, bacon, everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's like even my physical therapist, like, you understood the assignment. I said, yeah, I gotta live. I got a grandchild. I got great nieces. I got sisters. I got a mama. I got nieces. All of them they look at me because I'm the man of the family. Yeah, I gotta be here.
Yeah.
All right, so continue on with the wrestle talk before we get into some other things. Reb, what was your one of your most surprise one of your surprises for the Royal Rumble?
The surprise for me for the Royal Rumble was how they did Randy Orton. I would have liked to have seen Randy Orton in a big match in WrestleMania, in a huge match at WrestleMania, because they basically kind of writing Randy Orton off. He's not really on any of the promo stuff, and he's not doing the things that they're not putting him up like I think they should as a legend. And the only real big match at WrestleMania they might have for him might be against Gunther.
I was thinking the same thing, that he'll be against Gunther. Now we're gonna bring this home to Monday Night Raw. Falling off from that. Mark, again, we possibly be back in a second. So moving on to Monday Night Raw, right?
Where you want to start with that one?
From the beginning, the fallout from that.
Yeah, it is my personal favorite.
So tell me,
Braun Breaker, man. He done tore everything up. He blaming Adam Pearce for being a masked man that cost him the Royal Rumble.
The angry crybaby.
The angry Steiner.
It's so.
I'm gonna count to 3. 1, and he just shake, like his hand was shaking. And then if you notice, when he gets out the ring, there was a huge botch, but he played it up pretty good. When he basically fell out the ring, he stumbled out the ring, basically trying to going up the ramp. Did you notice that, Sean?
Yeah. Yeah, I noticed a whole lot in his demeanor. I even noticed those 3 veins that was about to pop out of his neck and his head. So I noticed all of that.
It was great.
Have you noticed? Did you notice how Paul Heyman took a fall back from Braun? He's about to sick the rest of the members of the Vision and kick Braun Breaker out of it.
So now let
That's
me
what
ask
I tell you.
That does pose a good question. Now, who do you all think is the masked man? So we already knew Austin Theory was at first.
Stop freaking
Nope.
No, this is what happened.
I'm gonna go with Milk Pete.
This is what happened. The masked man was actually Grayson Waller.
Yeah, that is what they're putting out.
But
I
the
mean,
angle they're going to play it at, they're going to
Mhm.
play it as it was actually Seth Rollins that did it. That's going to be in the storyline, but because Seth Rollins, he was doing interviews all.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I mean, he was in the States. He was in he was on ESPN on First Take and Get Up.
Yeah.
Like
So
2
he
days
wasn't
before.
there.
So that eliminates him right out the bat.
Seth Rollins' next faction is going to be called the Revolution.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the other thing that's going on the back pages of the internet, is that all of that is going to be created. They even had on there that Logan Paul had, did that and then turn around, came out for the Royal Rumble. So it was a lot of rumblings of who that masked man was at the Royal Rumble.
If y'all remember a few years ago when I told y'all that the pinnacle for Jey Uso was the mid-card king, he couldn't be a good champion. As soon as he won that championship, they took that joint off him quick. And now where he's back as being a mid-card guy.
Yeah, back at tag team, yeah. Because they always looked at him as a tag team person, never as a single.
Yep.
Yeah, he got the belt because he was the leader in merchandise. So they gave him his employee of the month. They
did.
And now he's going back to yeeting. I have no problem with that.
He did. And even as a tag team champion, he's still yeeting. And he's still making money off the merch. So yeah, they're definitely gonna keep that title on him for a minute, him and his brother.
We're gonna see a big push for Big Jim though. And
I don't know.
I'm saying part of being back in the tag team.
Well, yeah, like I said, they're gonna make that run. But what I'm interested in is Braun Breaker's gonna end up being out division.
Yeah.
Insert Brock Lesnar.
Now, then of course, remember, like Paul Heyman has been known to turn on everybody too.
Everybody.
Quick.
I mean, and that's the part that some people keep forgetting, because he's turned on a lot of stars.
He's turned on all of them.
Listen,
Right.
A lot of all
everyone he's managed, he's turned on.
Listen, Paul Heyman is like a housewife. When it's good, they riding with you, then turn around, they ready to strike and turn their back on you real quick, fast, and in a hurry. So he about to get on the next champion.
He done turned on.
But the one promo, which I think I would nominate this as the promo of the year, CM Punk and Roman Reigns.
Oh yeah. Yes.
That was a no-brainer.
Rev, your thoughts on that whole exchange with CM Punk and Roman?
That whole exchange was gold. To end the show with that exchange was gold. So now, truth be told, they really stole the thunder from Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
Who cares about the Elimination Chamber when you got that on the horizon?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody.
And not only that,
and I'm
they already basically claimed this one as night 2 of WrestleMania already.
I'm sorry to say, Punk, enjoy the belt while you have it.
Oh no! Well, that right there, that exchange also says CM Punk's gonna lose the belt at WrestleMania. Roman's gonna get it back.
It said CM Punk about to retire.
Yeah. Yeah, because at this point, CM Punk can't go nowhere else. You done already burned your bridges with AEW. What you gonna do? Show up at TNA? You might as well just go ahead and just acknowledge them. This is about to be your last. This is your last run.
I mean, now if that wasn't the pipe bomb moment from Roman, I don't know what to tell you. We're the only reason why. I mean, it's so many clapbacks that Roman threw out.
Roman, my boy, because he said, I'm choosing you because I hate you.
Oh no,
Yeah.
but that's I mean that and it's like
That right there was so much cinematic gold to me.
Man,
'Cause
not
you
the
could-
fact
The
that you a type.
position and the way that he said it,
I hate you. Yes.
he said it with so much vindication into it. You felt every part of the word hate.
and see and that
Hey,
right
Roma.
there, that was you lose.
Yeah.
Hey, Roma, that's how you know he's been taking his good acting classes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So which was more cinematic? Since we're gonna transition from Raw to SmackDown.
All right, which one?
Was Roman saying I hate you, or Cody saying they ain't call me Raheem for nothing?
Roman?
Man, get out of here, man. You know what? The plumber's son need to sit his hand pot down on that one. This Black History Month, you would call yourself Raheem? Nah.
First of all, ain't no way that we ain't never made no white kid who has a Raheem as a middle name. Cut it out. Stop it.
Listen, that's
Cut it
how
out.
you been listening to the fans.
From AEW named Royce Keys. They should have just called him Bentley. They gave him
Like
the worst name
what
ever.
kind of name? Who came up with
Okay.
that idea?
On that.
They should have just called him Bentley.
Time
should've
out.
just left it as Power.
Now on Powerhouse's defense, it was symbolic for him to change his name to Royce Keys because one is his youngest son's name, and then Keys is his mother's maiden name, who of course had passed on. So that was kind of sentimental for him. But I would have preferred Powerhouse Hobbs. I would have preferred for him to kept that from AEW and bring that one over with him.
All right, so let me ask y'all a question for real. What y'all think they could do with Obi Simpson?
I don't think they're gonna do him right though. I don't know.
Oba gonna leave and become the star that he need to be at AEW.
Yes, now that part I will agree with you on. Because Tommaso Ciampa, the Psycho Killer, he done went to AEW.
He's already champion in 1 week.
He done answered an open challenge and then won the TNA championship against Mark Briscoe. Oh yeah, and he looked good doing it. Better than he did when he was at WWE.
WWE is a place that kills careers too.
Yeah.
It's like he did more. He did more in 1 week than he did in 10 years in WWE.
Yes.
Let that sink in.
I mean, the only thing is you can get your bread up while you're in the WWE.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, the money is good. I mean, yeah, that's like a big old carrot dangling in your face. Like, yeah, I got you. Yeah, you can get this, that, and the third. But also, you want to think about, how you're being treated. Like, I don't.
And I think. They gonna do to Natalya what they did to R-Truth. They novelty acts.
Yeah.
That's all she gonna be. She the female version of R-Truth.
And who was that?
Natalya.
Oh yeah.
Now I
can't argue with that.
And you do have an excellent point on that because right now, Truth ain't wrestling.
They'll keep her around.
But he's a comedian. But the crazy part about R-Truth, don't nobody want to see him leave.
Yeah, they tried to cut him when they had to bring him back.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because all the fan support and everything. The fans got him back. Got his job back.
It was a lot of backlash behind that.
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot of backlash.
Definitely. It was a whole lot. All the man did was just send a tweet saying, hey, it was good. I got fired. I can go on to everything else, to anything else if I wanted to. Then next thing you know it's like, boom, everything blew up. And it was like
he didn't get fired.
No.
He didn't get fired. His contract just expired.
Mm-hmm.
They
were just waiting on the negotiations to come in. Yeah.
Man, I hate the fact that they showing it that the ins or outs of the wrestling business now. Like, I don't know what Triple H is thinking about, but he's killing wrestling.
He's thinking about money. He's thinking about a paycheck.
Yeah.
He ain't thinking about the mystique.
What y'all think about Shane going over to AEW?
I believe it when I see it.
Well, yeah, that's one. Yeah. You have to see him walk in the door. Do I think that'll be a good move? Absolutely. Because all that's going to do is just remind you of WCW, ECW,
Bischoff,
and WWE.
Yeah,
that's it.
The Monday Night Wars.
I don't think it'll be a good move. It'll get. I get the nostalgia part, but I think the nostalgia of it, like you said, the Monday Night Wars. I think that's gonna get stale real quick.
Yeah, but or either it may be a good thing too, as far as you know, the in better promotions, in better presentation, so to speak. I think that will be a good asset to help AEW get bigger. But as far as trying to acquire them, I don't think Shane is going to do that. No, because I think Shane is loyal to WWE to the soil, so he's not going to try to inquire that. But do I think that he will definitely be able to put his 2 cents in? Absolutely. Because
people don't forget who his dad. Don't forget who his daddy is.
That too.
His daddy trying to acquire every piece that he can get.
Yeah, since he already out of WWE anyway. He already
he said he was coming up with his own new wrestling circuit.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that when I see that.
Yeah.
It's
what
they talking about pulling off ain't easy. It ain't easy at all.
No, that is definitely going to take a lot of work.
Especially with the streaming services and the rights and the way the company was ran before, there's no way they can run it like they used to before. It's just too much. It's just too much. So,
but I will say that AEW is looking good though. So I will say that.
Well, they on TV 3 nights out the week?
Well, they on Wednesday, Saturday,
and Tuesday.
No,
Tuesday too.
Yeah. No, Thursday or something. One of them.
Well, I think TNA's on Thursday.
They are on Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday.
Okay.
Oh, it's Friday.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, but they come on. They come on at 10 on TNT. So on Wednesday they're on TBS and HBO is streaming, and then they're on Friday on TNT, and Saturday they're on TNT also.
If it come on at 10 o'clock, I ain't never seeing that.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't never see it.
Yep.
My bedtime is 9:15.
No, they do stream on HBO, on HBO and Max. They do be streaming, so yeah.
Oh, I stream all of it. I never catch it. I hardly ever catch it.
I mean, I'll be lucky if I catch Dynamite. Now
I catch it all. I catch it all because I just go to Instagram.
Oh yeah. Man, look, you got every streaming service over there, knowing the man.
Listen,
now what about MJF? What happened to that? I mean, when I saw MJ, he got beat by
Brody King. Brody King, and he gave it to him. I think he beat him in like less than 10 minutes.
It's about 2 minutes, something like that.
But also,
well,
no, MJF was caught off guard because Hangman Adam Page came out, and so once that happened, Brody King took advantage, and he went on ahead and got himself. He gets to face MJF for the title at Grand Slam. Andrade faces Kenny Omega at Grand Slam. Grand Slam is going to be real huge. So, and they'll be in Australia.
To say Swerve will never get the title belt again.
I did see him lose against was it Andrade? Yeah. Was it last week?
Yeah.
On Dynamite?
No, it was this week.
Actually, it was on Dynamite. It was this week, but he lost to him. But
I did see the end of that.
I don't see Swerve getting that belt back.
We'll see.
We'll have to see. We'll have to see on that one.
Yeah, I got catching up on AEW.
All right, guys. Late. It's 3:38. We gotta wrap this rest of the segment up because we got some NBA to talk about.
I'm gonna let y'all be great, gentlemen. Y'all have a great weekend. Enjoy.
All right.
Be safe.
Right.
Thank you, Ms. Freeman, for joining us and schooling us with the
Please come back and join us.
Right.
Please come back and join us very, very soon. Please.
All right, Samoan Werewolf, take care of yourself.
Oh, I
And
see. This
I
is my
want to
new
see you back next week.
alcoholic beverage now.
Oh,
All right.
Lord.
Hey, look at that vodka shot go. Go ahead. Take it to the head.
That's right.
There you go. Yeah.
Hey,
All right,
look,
fellas.
I'm in First Friday night drinking nothing but
All right,
bottles
thank you,
of
Ms.
water.
Freeman.
Oh, Lord.
And they about 12
And we
liquor
here.
bottles on the table.
We here. We about to get some NBA talk with me, Kevin, Roma, Araya, and also the boxing guru, Mr. Mark Daniels.
I'm 5'2".
Yes, sir.
You're Roma. How you doing, Mark?
Oh, I'm hanging in there. I was just enjoying that segment. Anytime that young lady comes on, I just be quiet and I sit back and enjoy.
Oh, boy. Man.
Oh yeah. We had to get her back on here because it was a funny thing. I ran it. It's a funny thing. I had to see her on Thursday. Was it Wednesday? No, it was Wednesday. I had to see her, and it was that one day that every black man on the face of the earth, the one day we are happy to go to court for.
What?
Yes, y'all know what that day is.
I do because you told me.
The day you terminate the child support.
See, I wanted to say that, but I wanted to. I wanted to say that, but
I ain't never had them type of problems.
I wanted to say that, but I didn't want to get. I just wanted to be quiet on that one.
Yeah, I ain't never had that problem either.
Mark's like, I want nothing to do with it.
Hey, when a black man's happy to go to court, that's when that day happens.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Hey, somebody needs to get a hold of that wrestling federation and see if they can't get her a slot as an analyst, bro. Because I'm telling you, if they put her on one of them pay-per-view events, everybody gonna be sitting there listening.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
We gonna try. We reach out to them, just like everybody else. Like we the best guys around that does this, man. We keep it real. We keep it honest. We try our best to keep it clean.
Yeah. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it don't.
I gotta answer your question, though. So everybody, let me ask everybody a question. Well, it's a couple. What was your thought on the placement for the NFL Hall of Fame and the people that were selected?
Who got in? Because I keep seeing different names.
Roger Craig, Larry Fitzgerald.
All right, we can put a pin in the NBA and get back to that because we got Mr. Derek Galloway joining us, and we can cook
Craig,
on that.
Larry Fitzgerald got in.
What up, Galloway? What's going on? All right,
I'm looking it up right now.
All right, so Derek, while we just getting in, we're talking about the Hall of Fame, who got in, who got snubbed.
Luke Kuechly.
Yeah, well, I would say, Mark, for one of my first statistics to get in, if you was a player, I would have to look at your numbers amongst the top 15 players at your position.
Adam Vinatieri.
I can't say that though, Roma, because in the last 10 years, all the numbers have been skewed to like the receivers and stuff. Because what's his name? Gary Clark. Huh?
I mean, yeah, Gary Clark needs to be in. He's one of only few receivers that ever averaged 1,000 yards every season that he was in the league.
Yeah.
Well, here's the problem from what I've seen. See, there's a lot of contradictory stuff going on because number one, Luke Kuechly was a great player, but see, he fell along the same lines as Sterling Sharp. You know, had career-ending, situation, concussions, etc., etc. You know, Sterling Sharp had to wait over 20 years to get in. This dude gets in on his second ballot. Nothing against him, great player. I just don't think it was justified yet. Not when you have. Not when you have. No, I mean, I think when you got guys on the outside, if there was on our finalist list that were left out. I look at some of the receivers, Torrey Holt, Reggie Wayne, Darren Woodson. This is like his 9th time. I mean,
he should have been in.
I'm still trying to figure out why.
And then here's the part that really sucks. When it comes to the senior committee, they got to go on the same ballot as like for the contributors. That's ridiculous. They should have a whole different section for contributors because Roger Craig got in. I'm happy for him.
Finally.
But it's 33 years.
But you got L.C. Greenwood. You got Ken Anderson. Derek, believe it or not, I believe those two should have been in by now. I'm just being honest. They should have been in. I'm not saying Roger Craig shouldn't. He deserves it. They should have been in by now.
Well, I have a question for you then, Mark and Roma.
Uh-huh.
This is a question for you two. How many, and this is pertaining to Luke Kuechly, how many linebackers in the NFL have 2,000 plus tackles? Name them for me.
I'd imagine maybe London Fletcher, maybe a Sam. His career went long enough, but I would say Sam Mills, maybe.
It's only 3, Mark. It's Ray Lewis, London Fletcher, and just recently, Bobby Wagner.
Then let me ask you a question, Derek.
Okay.
How come London Fletcher ain't in there?
That's my question I was going to ask you. That's my question I was going to ask you. How did Luke Kuechly and others surpass or jump past London Fletcher?
See,
London Fletcher led the league in tackles for like what, 10 years in a row.
But the point I'm trying to make, real quick, and I'll let you spit this out, Mark. The point I'm trying to make is in those 16 years that London Fletcher played, he did not miss one game in his career. Now,
he was also undersized.
Right. And we look at that, what is it called? The Iron Man. We give a lot of props to Brett Favre for being
that AC Green.
AC Green. And what's the baseball player?
Cal
Ripken, right? We put them on a pedestal when it's Iron Man time, but when it comes to him, for some reason, especially at a position that takes a lot of physicality, it's overlooked. And this guy, if you put their stats up, Kevin, if you could put their stats up side by side, Ray Lewis and London Fletcher, I guarantee you they're equal. One was just loud, the other one was just quiet. That's all.
Well, you know what? You got another linebacker that kind of fit that mold, play with Atlanta, Jesse Tuggle. It was kind of that same, but and this is going to go to when they were the Redskins. The Redskins had several linebackers that, if you want to be honest, could have been held in that same
Ken Harvey.
Mold. No, well, yeah, him, but I say Monty Coleman. I can look at even a Mel Kaufman to some degree.
What about the linebackers with LT back in the day?
But Harry Carson is, man.
Oh, I'm talking about Banks.
You know what? I'm not going to say he was a Hall of Famer. I'm not. He had a good run for like 4 years, but he wasn't an all-time great.
I'm going to say Hall of Fame.
What you call it? Kevin just says, whoever mentioned Ken Harvey. who was underrated because he played with the Cardinals for a long period of time. So that kind of put him in a bad way. I tell you, another person that, in my opinion, should have been recognized. It's not going to ever happen. But if you look at his statistics, he deserved to be there, and that's Larry Sinners, the running back, fullback. He'll never get there. But I mean, what I was saying is nothing against Luke Kuechly. Congratulations, whatever. But then I go down, I look at Adam Vinatieri. Okay, I get it. He's a dude that could have went in on the seniors committee list if you're waiting for me. That's just my way of thinking with kickers. When you got guys knocking on the door that you know should be there, and it's going to get harder for them because next year you got Ben Roethlisberger coming up, you got Adrian Peterson coming up. I mean, it gets harder and harder.
You got Cam Newton on the list too.
Yeah, but that ain't happening.
How does a kicker / special teamer Adam Vinatieri get in over a Brian Mitchell?
Well, there's a couple of them. You got Steve Tasker. You got a Steve Tasker could go in. You got Mel Gray from the Lions, who was a hell of a special teamer. Mm-hmm. I mean, they don't get the recognition by any means. Do they get the recognition? I mean, I understand he had some great moments as a kicker, but if you look at what he did statistically, then he's no better than Justin Tucker. And people don't believe that.
The human highlight Dante Hall ain't got a nod yet.
Nah, he ain't gonna get it.
I mean, he may get looks for it now that Devin Hester's in, but getting in may be a lot tougher than they originally thought it was.
You know what? I'll be honest with you. The only other special teamer at this point,
Brian Mitchell,
that I could see getting in, I mean, anytime soon, and it's an old school dude, might be Billy White Shoes Johnson. I don't think you're going to see. Devin Hester was an exception to the rule. He's the only special teamer I know that's ever made it. So that lets you know how often that happens.
Yeah, but if you're the guy that's only one person leads you in all-purpose yards, if you're second to Jerry Rice, who is the all-time leader in total yards, and your name is Brian Mitchell, I'm talking about catching, receiving, running, pass. He's second all time in the NFL.
I'm not saying he doesn't deserve it. And see, this NFL Hall of Fame is full of it because because I'm not trying to be funny. I understand. How can I put it? You look at the coaches. Now, Mike Holmgren was a finalist last year, but didn't get a sniff this year. I mean, how does that work? I mean, you got Bill Belichick, but there's no way you don't tell me he don't go in on the first ballot. I mean, to be honest with you, if the league had any sense, the players would say, you know what, we ain't even showing up for this year's Hall of Fame. Because this is BS.
Well, let me ask you this then. Is it similar to what's happening in baseball with how they're trying to punish, the Clemens, the Bonds, and the Sosas, and so forth, what they're doing to New England with what is it, the Deflategate and the Spygate type thing?
Well, then here's my question.
If it is, does that apply also to Brady in another year or two?
I was going to ask you that. If that's going to be the case, then does Tom Brady does he get docked that first year?
I'm going to be honest with you. Another one that was kind of strange to me is, and I'm not saying he's not a Hall of Famer, but how does Larry Fitzgerald get in as a first-time ballot, but not T.O.? Well,
here's the thing. I'm going to be honest with you. Larry Fitzgerald was the truth. He was the truth.
And didn't get in any trouble.
But here's the difference. Here was the difference.
Lawrence Taylor got in trouble.
Yeah, but hold up. But here's the difference. This dude was with the same team his whole career, did things in the community, was up for the NFL Man of the Year award, et cetera, et cetera. I agree with you. There's no way you're going to tell me at the time, number 2 all time, you know what? In my opinion, only one, outside of Jerry Rice, only one other receiver I would have taken over T.O., and that was Randy Moss. Yeah. There's no way that dude does not get in on the first ballot. It was all about sticking it to him. They did the same thing to Chris Carter. You got to remember, Chris Carter didn't get in. on his first one. Michael Irvin didn't get in on his first one.
I'll give you an even better name. Remember this guy named Art Monk who didn't get in on the first 3-4 attempts?
Hold on, it took Art Monk over 20-something years.
Yeah. And when he retired, Mark, wasn't he the all-time leader?
Well, I tell you what, there was a dude that wasn't too far behind him that he just got in with for the last 2 years, and that was Harold Carmichael. They came from the Philadelphia Eagles.
I remember.
I mean, they also got a receiver that probably won't get a sniff that was just as good was Mike Quick. They also had a quarterback there, and they actually had two that gets no mention, in Donovan McNabb and Randall Cunningham. As much as I loved Randall, there's one thing Donovan McNabb did do that Randall didn't, and that was get him to a Super Bowl. I mean, you got so many different angles there to what you're working with. The running back that the Eagles had, Brian, what was that dude's name? He was bad. He probably won't get a sniff.
No, he's talking about Keith Byers.
No, the little running back. The running back they had.
No, is he the one that coaches now?
Darren Sproles.
No, his name should be considered. But who was that? Brian Westbrook.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, now, yes, Darren Sproles should be considered. I'm not saying I ain't saying everybody gets in. But what I'm saying is, number one, you got to make it better to when only 4 people getting in at a time. That ain't working.
Didn't Ricky Waters the running back in Philly at one time?
Hey, man, you know what? I'll tell you what, that brother didn't get ostracized too. You also get my man, the running back that was the last running back that they had, McCoy.
Shady.
See, it's a bunch of BS.
I think his Buffalo years are going to be held against him, man. To be honest with you.
You think so?
I think
he
so.
had good years in Buffalo, though.
He had his last 2 were not that great. I mean,
and KC as well. Wasn't he in KC?
He was a healthy scratch in KC.
At the Super
ring
Bowl.
in KC.
He had a ring.
He was a healthy scratch.
That's all right, but he got a ring.
See, I don't count the last year or two of their careers. I just don't. But when you start looking at guys, Kansas City got a running back that I think that should be considered. That was Priest Holmes.
Yes.
See,
I love Priest Holmes. He was nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hey, what about Larry Johnson?
Nah, man, he only had 2 or 3 years and he lost his mind. So I mean, that ain't gonna work. No, you can't. I mean,
they ran him in the ground, Mark. They gave that man like over 400 carries in one season. They wore him out.
They did that to DeMarco Murray too.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they got to start looking at categories differently, because you can have guys that were great. Gale Sayers was tremendous, but I think he only played 6 years, 6 or 7 years, something like that. But he
the same thing with Terrell Davis, right?
Yeah, but like I said, and with running backs, it's got to be a different circumstance, because their lifespan is not going to be as long. I mean, not now. The years of seeing that Jim Brown take running back, O.J. Simpson, Emmitt Smith, Wilbert Montgomery, and Tony Dorsett, that ain't happening no more. These dudes ain't playing 10 and 12 years. Your Franco Harris type running back.
They get a new lease on life now, because they can do more than one thing, which is they can catch out the backfield now and stay on the field longer. Instead of having to sub in your third down back or your scat back. You got everybody's looking for the Jahmyr Gibbs / Christian McCaffrey now. So it kind of gives new life to the running backs a little bit. Is their lifespan increase? Probably not, but it gives them an ability to make more money, have more opportunity to get the ball more stats, more yards.
You say that they can give them a chance to make more money. You're just talking about maybe 2 years removed where the running back value was nothing.
Right.
I'll be honest with you.
Now, as compared to a couple of years, everybody's.
Yeah, but to be honest with you, Romar, it really still ain't worth too much. And I'm not saying it in no bad way. It's not. Because if you see when it comes time to getting extensions and all that, hey, these running backs ain't getting those type of extensions. Jahmyr Gibbs will be coming up here
Right.
But I guarantee you, he ain't gonna get that huge amount of money like a receiver or something like that. He'll get a decent amount.
Christian McCaffrey got it.
Yeah, but guess what? Again,
I know.
all right, you know where we got there. You know,
name another running back can do everything that Christian McCaffrey does, though.
We just named a couple.
He's 1-on-1.
No,
Christian McCaffrey is 1-on-1.
So you telling me that
he
you
led
rather
his
have
team in rushing and receiving yards.
You would rather have Christian McCaffrey over Jahmyr Gibbs? Is that what you're telling me?
Yep.
Now I'm gonna be honest with you on that one. If I got to pick the two and they healthy, yeah, I'm taking McCaffrey.
Not I said the cat. I wouldn't.
Well,
Christian McCaffrey can't stay healthy to me.
No, you said the key
No,
word
I said if they happy, if they both healthy.
Oh, okay.
All right. So let me say this about the Hall of Fame. And I'm looking at the list of all-time running back top 25, and I gotta put this out there. If your resume is already better than those that are already in the Hall of Fame, then why are they voting on it? I feel like
why are they voting on it?
Yeah, like for instance, Gary Clark, all these guys you name, these Gary Clark, Priest Holmes, all these guys that you named.
Gary Clark is a wide receiver. He ain't a running back.
Listen to me.
Okay.
Thank you. All these guys that you name that are deserving of this hall, deserving of this call. If their resume is already better than someone who's already in the Hall of Fame, then it shouldn't be a vote. When the eligibility is there, they should just automatically walk in. That's the problem I have with the Hall of Fame. Because until that changes, these conversations will never end.
I agree with you on that, but the only rebuttal I could see them
in a perfect world, maybe.
Hold on. Let Galloway cook. I can't listen to both of y'all at the same time.
The only rebuttal I could see them saying is, we don't want it to turn into a situation where it's not the Hall of Fame, but like Dion was saying a couple of years ago, we don't want it to be the Hall of Very Good, So I think that's one of the reasons why they put a cap on it as far as numbers of entries per year. Maybe they could split the hall up and do like tier level, tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 of who's in the Hall of Fame. Maybe they could do that by standard, like, how you do like gold, silver, and bronze. I don't know, but I agree with you. If your numbers are better than the people of your position already in there, you should be walking in, skipping in, instead of having to vote for it. And also, they shouldn't have to vote between, do I pick Roger Craig this year or do I pick Bill Belichick this year? One's a coach and one's a player. Why are you voting a spot between the coaches and players? That should be separate, I think. And I don't know if y'all already talked about that or not, but I just thought I'd throw that out there too. Go ahead, Kevin. Sorry.
Go ahead, Kevin.
But no, it's like in a perfect world, yeah, I definitely agree with your argument. But see, the bad thing is they make it a lot harder than it is, and they will make sure that the media gets into an uproar of some sort because it's always going to be somebody that's going to get left out every year. Because every single year. Go ahead.
Hey, I got a name that ain't been came up yet on nobody list. I ain't seen Ryan Kerrigan name on nobody Hall of Fame list yet. I don't know why, because he definitely was one of a good defensive player. He might not have 100 sacks for his career, but he's on the door of 100.
He's in the Hall of Very Good. I don't think he's a Hall of Famer. That's just my opinion. He didn't.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I could agree with you.
I mean, he played on some bad Washington teams.
Right.
But he stayed consistent.
He didn't elevate that defense. They tried to pair him with other players like Arakpo and Preston Smith, and that defense was always carried at the bottom tier of it those years. Those are some dark years he played, man, from 2011 through 2020. I mean, those 9-10 years, They were really bad. I mean, he shined. He got his individual stats on, but the defense consistently stayed at top 15, top 20. Doesn't sound like a Hall of Famer to me. I mean, great player.
Sad part is, no matter what you do, it's like.
Hey, Derek, I understand what you're saying, but you act like every defense that on what my dude
Ryan Kerrigan.
No, the Giants.
Who you talking about, Lawrence Taylor?
Lawrence
Taylor. Hey, it ain't like he played on.
Don't. Let's not compare those two. Let's not, because one.
No, you said I did not compare the two. You talking about defenses?
You brought his name up, so it sounds like you comparing the two. What I'm saying is, one person changed the position.
On top 10 defenses this whole time with the New York Giants.
But he changed the position. That's a difference. He won Defensive Player of the Year. What, once, twice? How many times did Ryan Kerrigan win that?
In the Hall of Fame, it's based on your numbers, right? Ryan Kerrigan got enough numbers, good numbers that he should get in too.
Let me say this. Ryan Kerrigan wasn't.
It ain't so many people that got 100 sacks in their career.
Ryan Kerrigan wasn't the reason why the left tackle gets paid now. Ryan Kerrigan isn't the reason why they created move tight ends now, 8 hybrid tight ends. Ryan Kerrigan isn't why they make running backs that have to be able to learn how to pass block. All of that was because of LT, dude. I mean, I hear what you're saying with Ryan Kerrigan. He's on my team. I love him. I do. But again, I feel like he's more of a Hall of Very Good, not Hall of Fame. You know what I mean? And you may not want to hear this, but there's a few other Redskins that I feel like fall in that category as well, unfortunately. Hall of Very Good.
Such as?
And get your no, I'm not putting out names. You're trying to set me up.
I want to hear names myself.
Okay.
No, you said it. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. I'll put some names behind it. My opinion, I don't think Orakpo is a Hall of Famer. I don't think I'm not talking about your opinion. I'm talking about a lot of Redskin fans think he's very good enough to be in there. A lot of Redskin fans do. Another one, Monty Coleman. I heard that name earlier. I don't believe he was. He wasn't a starter. He was a nickel linebacker. He wasn't a starter. Neil Okowitz, not a Hall of Famer. God damn, the other one's on the tip of my tongue. Joe Jacoby, I think he's on the fringe. He should possibly be there. Maybe, maybe not. He had the daunting task of blocking LT most times. And if LT says he belongs in, so be it. So be it. You know, I mean, there's a few others.
But you're talking about one of the greatest offensive lines in NFL history. He was part of the Hogs.
Again,
I mean,
he's on the cusp. I think he should possibly be there. Yeah, I agree. But slam dunk Hall of Famer.
The one thing, listen to me. The one thing that's going to keep Ryan Kerrigan out of the Hall of Fame is his number of tackles. He's had a long, lengthy career, close to 10 years. The sack number is there, but he has not, for his career, he don't have a whole lot of tackles.
And that's kind of the impact. He's only a sack expert. He did sacks. Doesn't change the game really. I mean, you didn't have to triple or block him or chip him or slide your offense towards your line towards him. I mean, you just throw a strong tackle at him.
Yeah, check this out for context. LT has 1,088 career tackles, 142 sacks. Fumble covers, interceptions. Yeah, I get all that. Ryan Kerrigan don't even have 500 tackles, but he got 98 sacks. Just for context. I mean, I think LT's played a couple more seasons than that, but y'all get what
I get what you're saying.
Yeah. So that's I believe the tackles is the one thing that's going to hold Ryan Kerrigan out.
But I will say this about Ryan Kerrigan. He was in a hellified draft class. That 2011 draft class with JJ and Von Miller, with other pass rushers like that, Cam Newton. That draft class was special. You may see a lot of Hall of Famers from that draft class.
Y'all think Cam will get there?
That's gonna be interesting.
Y'all think Cam getting that nod? Y'all think he'll get that call?
That's a coin flip.
You know what? Damn.
That's a coin flip.
He's gonna be. It's gonna be real close, and I say that because for a stretch, I say from the time he came in the league until about 2 years after that Super Bowl he was in, may have been one of the best top 5 in football.
Yeah, because until he pulled up in that car accident. I mean, think about the run he was on, Mark. He won Player of the Year in Division II and won the national championship. Player of the Year in Division I, won the national championship and got the Heisman Trophy. Got to the NFL Rookie of the Year, then followed that up with the MVP. How many players do you know won 2 national titles and Rookie of the Year and MVP? Name another quarterback that's done that. And I know we can't count that towards the Hall of Fame because the Hall of Fame counts only NFL criteria. But if we were to look at his body of work,
I can say one, but he never touched the NFL field, and I would say it would have been Charlie Ward.
You think
he won too?
You think he would have translated?
Charlie Ward would have pursued an NFL career.
Who knows?
Yeah,
but Sky would have been.
All right, now you talk about Cam's season at Auburn. Compare that to Charlie Ward Heisman year when he won every award possible.
Roma, I got a rebuttal. I got a rebuttal, Roma, and I love you, bro. But you can't compare their seasons because of one big thing. Who did Cam Newton have around him on offense to help him versus who Charlie Ward had on offense at Florida State to help him? Cam had nobody, and he did it in the SEC against Georgia, Alabama, and others in the SEC when the SEC was vicious.
He didn't have a good running back. What, his running back was Cadillac Williams, wasn't it?
No. No.
Yes, it was. And Cadillac Williams was a hell of a running back at Auburn and in the SEC.
No, go back and look at that. He didn't have Cadillac Williams. He had some other running backs. I can't remember his name. I'm talking about the year they won. He won the Heisman. He did not have Cadillac.
Okay.
The year he won the Heisman, he didn't have Cadillac. Cadillac was there when he was.
Ontario McCaleb.
Yeah.
Wide receiver was Darvin Adams. Zach Etheridge was on there. Josh Bynes, tight end Philip Lazinkrichin, offensive line. So the most notable person on the team with him during that championship was Nick Fairley.
And he played on what side of the ball?
On defense.
Right. He had nobody on offense. He carried that offense by himself. Charlie Ward had a lot of help. So you can't, in my opinion, you can't compare.
Who Charlie Ward had on that team?
Who Florida State did have on that team? Didn't he have that receiver? What's the receiver name? Hold on. Give me a second. Give me a second.
You gotta come with these
things. He had 30 touchdowns and 54 yards when he was in Auburn. And that's in the 2010 season.
Yeah, Warwick Dunn.
That was a freshman.
That ends that conversation right there.
That ends the conversation.
So basically, it was a bunch of no names on the Austin roster that Cam carried by himself.
I mean, let's just to be honest, it really. I mean, Warrick Dunn. That is the only name. I mean, Ken Alexander, Matt Fryer was a wide receiver. Lonnie Johnson, tight end. I mean, none of those guys.
Didn't he have Peter Warrick on there? Oh no.
No,
that was a different era.
Okay.
That was Chris. That was Winky.
Yeah.
Stinky Winky. Okay.
He had. Look, Charlie Ward had more basketball teammates of note than football teammates.
Yeah.
He had Bob Seward, Sam Cassell.
And he was the backup.
Yeah.
He was what, backup point guard?
Yeah.
No.
He
Charlie, I think Charlie Ward.
Charlie Ward was the backup point guard to Sam Cassell.
No.
Florida State starting two guys was
Listen.
Bob Seward and Sam Cassell, bro.
Need you to fact.
Don't even do that, Galloway.
No. I
I'm
think
looking at it right here.
I think they started 3 guards. Florida State did.
No, they didn't.
Didn't he play with the Knicks as well?
Listen to what I'm
Why
saying.
play with the Knicks?
I
They did
think
not
with
have
Florida
a
State,
three-guard offense.
I think
No, they
Florida State
didn't.
3 starting guards.
I'm telling you, they didn't. They did not have a 3-guard offense in Florida State.
So
Starting.
let me ask this
Charlie
question.
Ward was the backup to Sam Cassell.
So let me ask this question. Let me ask this question. So Charlie Ward was the backup at Florida State, but he was a starting point guard for the Knicks.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got to look at it. He was not always the backup to Sam Cassell because Sam Cassell left that same year to go to the league after Florida State won the national championship.
I thought Florida State played small ball and had 3 starting guards.
No, they didn't. Charlie Ward came off the bench.
That college basketball 4 years.
So in '93, he led Florida State to their first college national championship.
Who did?
Sam Cassell was gone by then.
Well, Charlie Ward. This is back in '93.
That's what I said.
All right. So at the time, they were 12-1. All right.
Yeah, that 93. That was Sam Cassell's rookie year with the Rockets, bro.
Yeah. Charlie Ward was his backup that the year before.
All right.
Don't look at me like that. I didn't say it.
I'm just telling you.
You look at my brother bite my head off. I'm trying to keep you at 5.
I'm good, even if I'm at 10.
I don't need you at 10, bro. I don't need you at 10. And I need you at 5. We trying to.
All right.
We're trying to work this out. All right, so we had the NFL. I hope Mark come back because we got some fighting I want to talk about too.
Oh yes.
But can we pivot to some NBA real quick since we talked about Charlie Ward playing basketball for the Knicks, and it's the NBA trade deadline just passed, and guys, it was a couple of things we had right, a couple of things we wish we'd have had wrong. But I want you to tell me your least the transaction that least enthused you.
The dumbest move.
I want the head scratchers of what the hell is they thinking.
Oh yeah.
As I'm watching Chet Holmgren not dunk on somebody.
The Cleveland Cavaliers with the dumbest move of the trade deadline. You got 2 guys now that are the same player.
Hey, can I interject real quick? I just want to go back to that Florida State thing right quick, just real quick. The 91-92 Florida State basketball team that made the Sweet 16 had a starting lineup, and this is on the website of Florida State's website. Sam Cassell, Doug Edwards, Bobby Sura, Charlie Ward, and Rodney Dobard. That was the starting 5. So I'm going to rest that right there, and we can go on and move back to
they played 4 guards.
Yeah. I mean, they had 3 guards and 2 forwards. That's what they did. 3 guards and 2 forwards. If you want me to send you the link, Roma, I'll send you the link. It's Florida State's website.
I really don't care.
Oh, now you don't care? But you was that.
I never care. Okay. All right. So, Mel, I'm sorry. Repeat the question again. We got to hear this one.
Your least.
Okay. Which was a head scratcher?
Yeah.
Which was the dumbest move?
Dumbest move, the
The
one you're least excited about.
Okay.
James Harden in Cleveland.
And I think that's unanimous.
That would be the easy answer.
I don't think that's going to be a bad move. It's just a 1 year or 2 year rental.
But see, to me, I mean, it's an easy answer.
A 2 year rental for you getting the same guy basically. That's just like Donovan Mitchell for the next 2 years.
It's the same
to get
people.
What? To get nowhere further than the second round of the playoffs?
No. Listen to what I'm saying. This is why I said a 2 year rental. It's a 2 year rental because they know in the East there is no Tatum, there is no Halliburton, there's no other real threat in the East like that, except for maybe the Pistons, right? That's all they need to gear up, and the Knicks. That's all they need to gear up for. There is no Boston really as a threat.
But Boston is a number 3 seed in the East right now.
That's regular season. But when it comes time for playoff matchups, and you hunting for matchups, when it come down for pick and rolls, and you coming down to player one-on-one play.
You really think that they're going to get past either one of them, regardless of Jason Tatum not being there or not? You tripping?
I think.
Name me anything that Donovan Mitchell name me one time you done seen Donovan Mitchell in a conference finals or James Harden outside of when he was playing with OKC.
I get it. I understand. I understand what you're saying. You gonna take your helmet off? I mean, what you doing, dude? How you gonna ask me to wait and then you take your headset off?
Take a break. And Derek.
Anyway, so the reason what I'm saying that is this, Kevin.
Yeah.
The reason what I'm saying is I think Cleveland has pushed all their chips in the middle for this year or next year because they don't feel that there's a real big deterrent for them getting at least to the finals of the Eastern Conference or the NBA finals this year. That's why they're pushing their chips in the middle because they don't believe what's the guard they gave up? The point guard they gave up, Cleveland.
Darius Garland?
They don't believe Garland's going to either stay healthy or be consistent enough to get past the gauntlet, or not the gauntlet, but the Eastern Conference playoffs. They don't think he can hold up. So why not get a James Harden that's not there? You're not bringing James Harden to be a scorer. You're bringing James Harden to be a facilitator. And guess what? Guess what James Harden is really good at being a facilitator to? Big men. How many big men do Cleveland have?
You got Jared Allen, I believe, right?
Jared Allen? Got the other guy, the other young boy. They got the big guy. They got 2 big rim runners. This is perfect because what did James Harden do in the Clippers?
Choking the playoffs.
Here's where the issue lies in. Now, my issue with this, and as we have seen, and we have discussed this over and over and over again, the regular season, he's great. Everything that he said is spot on. The facilitator, yes. He'll get you the ball and whatnot. They are talking about, this is the new big 3 between him, Mitchell, and Evan Mobley. My problem is he disappears in the big games. If you're not involved in game 6 or 7, you may have a chance. But the problem is every team he's been on, he seems to quit on them at the worst possible time. Think of it this way.
I agree. He does. I'm not saying, but you're looking at it from a point where he was the number 1 option. He's not that anymore, right? You think Cleveland's going to make him the number 1 option? No. Cleveland's looking for him to be a facilitator, not a scorer.
Well, yeah, and that's true. Now, but the other issue, and Romo has brought this home numerous times, and with my other issue is Romo. What did you say? Donovan Mitchell he's been 0-8 when getting past the second round. And on paper, yeah, it looks attractive.
Hey,
you may think it might move the needle. I'm not entirely convinced.
Hey, I watched Donovan Mitchell and Utah have the #1 team in the West for a couple of years and never done nothing past the second round.
What help did he have? What help did he have in
Utah? I done seen him with the help in Cleveland over the last couple of years and done nothing. And not got past the second round.
To your point. Remember last year we talked about it. We sat up here and talked about this, how he had Garland was his running mate.
Hey, look,
but
hell.
Now
James Harden got Kawhi and Paul George and didn't get past the second round.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Kevin, Mill.
Yes.
How many players in the playoffs last year for Cleveland actually played with Donovan Mitchell? What did they have like 4 or 5 starters hurt?
Here we go. You always got to look at some injury. What about it when they had a healthy team when he first got there and he still didn't get past?
I'm talking about when they had the #1 seed and they were supposed to get there. All of a sudden, everybody hurt. Am I wrong?
And see, and the bad thing is when you get hurt at the worst possible time, the script gets entirely flipped. Entirely. Now, last year, we can't entirely blame it on Donovan because he actually carried the load. But the narrative has always been that, we gonna always find ways to blame him because he's the leader of the team. And people are talking about, where's Donovan City now? Blah, blah, blah.
I'm not disagreeing with you or Roma on that at all. You're right. James Harden does disappear in the playoffs. Has been his whole career. Same with Mitchell. Same with, like Roma was saying about Caleb Williams. He doesn't win in the big games or any of that. I agree with that. What I'm saying to you is that what do you expect Cleveland to do? Just play the status quo and keep doing it? Or try to make a change and see if they can go further, especially this year when there's not a physically dominant team like an OKC in the East. Hey, give yourself a chance. Try.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's a rental. They're not keeping Harden forever. I mean, it's just this year or next year. They try it, and if it don't work, move on.
But yeah, and the average lifespan of Harden staying at a team is 2 years. If you think about it, because he has been on 6 teams already. I mean, we can go back from where did he start? Mill. He started OKC. Mm-hmm. Then he went to Houston. All right. Then he bounced to where?
The Jets. The Jets. I mean the Nets.
Brooklyn. The Nets. Then from Brooklyn to Philly. All right. And then from Philly to the Clippers. And now.
I think he forced his way out of all of those situations, didn't he? Didn't he force his way out?
Yeah. And how ironic how none of those teams he's been on lasted more than a couple years.
Now he really had a good shot that 1 year against that with Chris Paul till Chris Paul's hamstring went out. That's 1 year they really could have made a difference. And that 1 year. And that 1 year with
and that's when he was with the Rockets.
When Kevin Durant's toe was on the line. I mean, those are 2 real opportunities for him to get there to kind of break that narrative, but it never happened.
Back to the first one. Yeah, the first one you said I agree with because this is where they actually had control against Golden State. Yeah. But the thing that I couldn't get past, like it was a game 6 or I want to say game 7. You shot 1 for 15 from 3. In the most crucial game of the season, that's not going to get it done. And that's the one narrative that they're going to keep on bringing home every year. Yeah, he's been on good teams. Yeah, he's a stat pattern and whatnot. I mean, yes, there have been times he's dropped some game winners. He can take the ball to the rack. He can do all these things. My biggest thing is when you look at the longer picture, when it's the playoffs, and that's the one we've been more focused on is like, okay, in the first game 1, 2, 3, okay, cool. He can get you probably at least 2 games, at least.
Well, give him calling him a stat pattern. I mean, if let's say this,
let's
say this though, Kevin.
Mhm.
If Kevin Durant never went to Golden State, wouldn't we say he's in the same category as Westbrook and Durant and Harden? I mean, wouldn't they all be in the same category?
It's possible. It's possible. You know.
Hey,
Now,
look, ho. One thing you're not gonna do, you ain't gonna try to throw my boy Russ up under the table. Let's not do that at all. Because Russ, the all-time leading scorer as a point guard and all-time leading rebounder as a point guard, and the all-time leader in triple doubles.
Sounds like you just named a stat pattern to me.
No.
But I mean,
we don't chasing stats.
Well, all
it
of
just
that
happened to be a baller like.
But you would have thought, Lamar, with all that you mentioned, that he should have got at least one ring by now. At least one.
And I'm not doing that to knock Westbrook. or Durant or any of them. I'm just saying, if Durant hadn't gone to the Warriors, well, we've put them in the same category as Harden and Westbrook. Not saying that they're losers or anything, but like it's the greatest what if. What if they would have kept those three together? What if they had stayed at OKC together and tried to work it out? What if? That's what I'm saying. Not that I'm saying that, you know, he's a stat chaser, or he's a stat chaser, or this person can't win it. I mean, you've seen them. When they're by themselves as the main person, none of the three as the main guy has ever led a team to a championship. None of them. I wish they would have stayed together and gotten it done, but we didn't see it.
You know what? I just going back to your question. Now, all right, so I found something else. Now when I was going to tell you about, you know, the Wizards, my answer was going to be the Wizards, but then I just found something else a couple of minutes ago, and this is something that nobody's really mentioned. So the trade that I think was probably it will be we call the dumbest trade. I'll give you a tie. One of them is Chicago, because Chicago traded all their assets. I mean, like they had a squad that had actually had some sort of promise, and one of them they got rid of was your boy Lonzo Ball. They had him.
They got rid of him.
They got rid of
him last year, and now he got shipped to Utah from Cleveland, and now he's a free agent again.
But look, you got Kobe White. They got rid of him.
They gave Kobe away for nothing.
Yeah, Zach LaVine. They got rid of him. Alex Caruso got rid of him. DeMar DeRozan. They got rid of him. So basically, their only biggest win was getting their own 2025 first round pick.
They got rid of Vucevic too.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, so I could say nominee number one would be the Bulls, and then the other one, which I mentioned this before, the LA Slippers. Yeah, they gave away two of their biggest stars. They ruined themselves for the next 5 years.
No, they're going into rebuilding mode, I think, and it's pretty obvious when you give up Zubac. And you give up
Zubac and James Harden in
the same week.
At the same time, in the same week. And the bad thing was, Derek, they was on a run. They had
the best record since Christmas.
And see, that's the head scratcher right there. So I take that back, Romar, what I said about the Wizards, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. Well, before we went on the air. It's the Slippers, because again, you trade away two of your big stars, and you're in the middle of I think it was a 17-4 run since Christmas.
Yeah,
and you're not getting anything really back. Darius Garland, but Garland, he's injury prone too. He's currently signed with a toe injury.
So the story was that James Harden went to the Clippers management looking to get an extension or to renegotiate his contract to get some guaranteed money. They said no, and this dude, and this is me going on the bad James Harden now. He sat out purposely the last couple of games for them to trade him right before the deadline. He forced his way out again. And if you don't give him his way, he's going to either do one or two things. He's going to start not playing, or he's going to gain weight. So you gotta make a move. You remember when he gained weight in Brooklyn?
Yes,
he was
I did.
He was huge.
I did. Yeah.
But here's something and that I want to say about that trade of going back to Mill's question, which was the worst. I think I agree with you on the Slippers and the Bulls, but I think potentially this trade that the Wizards did for street clothes could be Marshawn Lattimore backfire-ish. And what I mean by that is they gave up 4 draft picks and players for Anthony Davis. 4 draft picks and players for Anthony Davis, who may, and for what I hear, is unhappy that he got traded to the Wizards. So you have an unmotivated street clothes person that doesn't want to be there.
What 4 draft picks? Because they didn't give up a first. They didn't give up their first round pick. They didn't give up nothing for real. They don't lose nothing.
I didn't. I never said they gave up their own first draft picks. I said they gave up 4 draft picks. 2, I think 1 belonged to OKC, which was a first round pick, which is going to be low. And they gave up another first round draft pick and 2 second rounders. I said 4 draft picks, and they gave up like 4 players. For a player that doesn't want to be there or may not even be healthy enough to play there. Because I said,
get traded. He will not play a game for the Wizards.
I don't think so either. But that's my point. And that's my point is they gave up a lot of assets for nothing.
Like I said,
but no, I can't say that either because I feel like he's going to get traded, which he will get trade assets for.
And they don't lose their because if they finish, like I said, if they finish outside of the bottom 8, they keep it. But if they finish within the bottom 8, their first round draft pick belongs to the New York Knicks.
Mill, what team do you know is going to give up assets for Anthony Davis? Because last time I checked, Anthony Davis has played since February of 2025, 29 games. Last year.
Yeah, 29 games in a calendar year.
Nobody's going to give up nothing for him, man. I don't see it. So
they'll give up something. May not be a whole lot, but be more than what they had before. Remember, they ain't give up a whole lot for him to begin with. So this is a scenario where something will always be better than nothing. They're going to get something.
We'll see. This is why I was saying I think this could fall into the category of worst trade, meaning there's potential for the team. There's potential for the team to do something in the future, and they trade it to kind of speed up that process, similar to what the Commanders did with Marshawn Lattimore, thinking this is going to be the piece to get us over the hump. Didn't work out. So I'm hoping not, but it looks like it has the potential to be that.
Yeah. On the flip side of it, I do like what the Warriors did.
Oh, get rid of Kuminga?
They got rid of Kuminga. They brought in Kristaps. And right now they're targeting Lonzo Ball.
But they don't know if he's going to continue his career. They don't even know if
it's still playing.
Now the ones that did not
he's
get
still
traded,
worth a flyer though.
Now
he's still worth a shot because you're not going to be paying a whole lot for it.
You might get a bag of chips or something.
Yeah, you're not giving up a whole lot for him. It's low risk, high reward.
Well, I will say this: when the Warriors do have a capable big man, they tend to do well. If you go back and look at Looney, or when they had that guy from Australia, what was that big guy named? Bogut. Yeah, when they have big men who are capable, they're pretty formidable on the defensive end. So We'll see. So wait and see.
So in we talked about job a little bit.
All right, so let's acknowledge the one you did get right, Will.
What?
Okay, so there were 3 people, notable stars, that did not get traded. Mill was right on one of them. And the one that you predicted was
Giannis.
And why do you feel it came out the way it did?
Because ain't nobody gonna give Milwaukee what they was asking for.
Not for a hurt Giannis. Who gonna give up that when he potentially could be on the verge of a torn Achilles? Why would you do that?
Now, Galloway, that's what I said last week. Continue.
But they want what Minnesota gave up for Rudy Gobert. They looking for a deal. They
will never get a return on investment.
Hey, speaking of Rudy Gobert and his haul, have you guys watched what Memphis has done with their last 2 players they gotten rid of? How many draft picks did they accumulate for the boy they sent over to Orlando?
They got more draft picks than they got
players. It was 4 players, wasn't it?
They got 4 number 1 picks for short arms, the muscle bound dude. I can't think of his name right now.
Jackson.
No.
Oh,
Bane.
Yeah, Bane. They got 4 number 1 picks for him. How many picks did they get for Jaren Jackson?
They didn't. They ain't get no picks. They just swapped players.
No.
They got some picks too. They got some picks.
They got like 3-4 picks or something like that.
They got some.
It was like 3 to 4 for Triple J. So they sent it 3 players to Utah? Is that what it was?
Yeah, they did.
So what's crazy though?
And they still have John Morant to go. I mean, they could get potentially.
John Morant's the only one that was left from the original squad.
Yeah.
So
one person they talk about trade, the one that's still there.
So make that make sense.
Hard to trade a depreciating asset.
But see, again, the one clip you sent me this morning was about the negative trade value.
Yeah, my thing with Brian Windhorst. This is one thing I needed my dad for.
Oh, so that's what it was. But his take on what Wendy?
Yeah.
What Wendy said about the negative value?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, put it this way, Bill, because the stuff that we covered before that you've seen, the baggage that he had to endure, the stuff, the off-court issues, that didn't do any favors at all. And that's one of the main things that we're looking at.
Yeah.
I think one of his biggest problems, and this is the thing that Roma kind of pointed out last year, lack of accountability.
There you go.
Lack of accountability is hurting this guy so bad right now.
And another thing that's hurting him, the biggest thing that hurt him outside of accountability is his father.
Yeah.
You can add all those things together. And now I think
those are the top 2 things. His accountability for his actions and his father.
Yeah, the stuff that he did on Instagram didn't do any favors at all. And then, like you said, and the fact now, and then he had a bag that was waiting on him.
But Kevin,
huh?
He is a super max player. Potentially could have been a couple of years ago the face of the league. And you telling me that nobody wants to trade for him now?
Yeah. And that's the head. See, that's the head scratcher right there. Because now are they doing it to set an example out of him or make an example out of him? Is that what it is?
I think he did it to himself.
That was gonna be my next. Yeah, he did. He had to. Like when he's healthy, he can be great, and he has shown flashes of it.
So, what are some good fits for him, Roma? What do you think? Where could he go?
The best fit that I could say for him, and the only person that could really help revitalize his career
Minnesota?
No, it's sitting right there in Miami with Pat Riley, because Pat Riley ain't gonna go for that nonsense from him or his daddy.
I don't know.
Now,
I don't think he gonna listen to Pat. Pat kind of.
He's old school.
Yeah.
Dude is old school.
Yeah.
But, and notice Miami was one of the only teams that did not make a move at all during the trade deadline.
Yeah, because they're waiting. They're putting their chip back to the table in the offseason. They're gonna try to go after Giannis in the offseason. And we got Mark back. Oh, thank you, Mark.
Thank God.
We still talking to the NBA, and give me some of your thoughts about the NBA trade deadline and some of your disappointments.
Oh, they got delayed back.
Well, with the Giannis situation, I don't think he pressed the issue enough. If he was, I think if he would have pressed the issue enough, that deal would have been made. He's basically making it a luxury for Milwaukee to get more out of this. Unless you don't plan on coming back and playing this year, I don't understand that, because see, that calf injury ends up leading to a lot of times it could be an Achilles, and then he's going to really be screwed.
Yep.
And that's just my thought on that. The other moves, there wasn't nothing significant to me. Harden wanting to go to Cleveland. Obviously, they tried to put it all on him, but it's amazing because the minute he was gone, it sounded like the Clippers started blowing that whole team apart, Zubats and everything else. So, I mean, if he's looking to try to get a ring, he's 36 years old. I get that. The Knicks got a good pickup in Alvarado from the Pelicans.
That was underrated. Very underrated.
Yeah.
So, those were some decent moves. Getting Porzingis from Atlanta, I'm just going to put it to you like this. For Jonathan Kuminga, I guess it works out because he gets out of that hellhole he was stuck in with Steve Kerr. From Golden State standpoint, I don't know how many games. Hell, Porzingis only plays 3 games a year, so I don't know how much they figure they'll get out of him.
That's what I said.
Then, you got the circumstance where Vucevic goes from Chicago, and that kind of surprised me with Chicago because they were on a pretty decent run a year ago. They got rid of Kobe White and their, the starting center, sending one to Boston, sending one to Charlotte. I didn't really understand that. The team that I was surprised with that didn't get anything big was Minnesota. The Lakers end up getting Luke Kennard. I guess that'll help them out. Hell, Gabe Vincent went in there for half the time anyway, so it ain't nothing that's going to be missed. They build the trade deadline up, and they build it to being trash. And
Mark,
so,
Mark, I'm glad you said that. I have a question for you. But please continue. I got a question for you.
Yeah, I mean, they come with all this hype about the trade deadline. They come with all these different scenarios, and none of it ever happen.
It's a guessing game.
And so for me, I mean, you look at some of this. Indiana's looking at next year putting a center next to Halliburton, which Zubats is a good center. The Lakers made the mistake of trading 10 years ago. I never understood that move. So you got a lot of, I just believe a lot of hype. There's nobody that's going to change anything. In my opinion, it's going to make a big difference. Maybe Harden. Maybe James Harden. Outside of that, it didn't do nothing great to me.
The path of least resistance is in the East, which is where he went. That's what I was saying earlier. But my question I wanted to pose, not only to you, Mark, I'll pose this to Mill, you, Romar, and you, Kevin. Have you guys noticed the power struggle? It's like a secret kind of war in the background between the NBA versus the NFL. Hear me out. Hear my point. Hear my point. Initially, when the NBA wanted to expand their league, they started off with what happened in Barcelona, and you've seen what's happened with that. With a lot of international stars now have infiltrated the league, and now we have global things going on. Now the NFL said, that's interesting. We can make more money. Let's go ahead and start having our games over in Melbourne and South America and London and doing the same thing, right? And the NBA said, okay, we'll do this, tit for tat, tit for tat. The NFL recently said, you know what? We're going to take over Christmas. And you know how mad the NBA got about that, right? The NBA was pissed that the NFL started taking over Christmas. So you know what the NBA did?
Oh. I already know what it's going to.
Oh. So they're going to have Super Bowl this weekend? Let's take over their week and have trade talks all week long. I know they talked about the Super Bowl. I knew this was coming. But how much was the conversation about this week? Was it about the Super Bowl or was it about the trade deadline? It's really been a tit for tat, if you pay attention to it, of who can take over the headlines and, sort of what's going on in the sports world today. I just wanted to throw that out there and see if you guys knew about this or paid attention to it.
You know what's funny? You read my mind on it. And you know what's funny? And you know where I found this one from? One of my favorite shows.
What?
That's where I got the leak from. PTI.
Oh, really?
Party Interruption mentioned that yesterday too. But yeah, it's kind of fun because this is why. Notice how the hype wasn't. See, the NBA took page one from the NFL this week because of that. Yeah. Shout out to the NBA marketing department to make that happen because they figured, like the last 2 years, the NFL will try to take over, put games on Christmas Day where it belongs to the NBA.
Yeah.
And the NBA had some bangers on Christmas Day.
Mm-hmm.
They had some must-see matchups. And 6 weeks later, the marketing department decided, okay, so y'all talking about this. So they had 2 whole weeks to talk about Super Bowl, blah, 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 this and that. On the main shows, well, some of the shows that sometimes I watch in the morning and the podcast you listen to all day, there was more talk of the NBA. It dominated the talking
headlines. Yeah, exactly.
It dominated the talking points the majority of the week.
Do you think Roger Goodell was happy about that? Hell no. No. We talk about Giannis more than we talk about Seattle and matter of fact, we're talking about it right now. Are we even talking about the Super Bowl? Super Bowl's tomorrow.
And the funniest, here's even funnier. We ain't gotten our picks yet. And it's almost 5 o'clock. We ain't even talked about who's going to win. We ain't talked about strategies, any nuggets, whatever.
24.
I ain't say nothing.
Okay.
Continue.
Yeah, but it's so funny how I sat there thinking I knew this was coming because I found that on PTI yesterday. I was like, oh, and then Derek, I thought about you when I first heard those graphics. I was like, yeah, either I'm going to use or Derek's going to find something up his sleeve. That's funny, but yeah, that is true. That is true. But yeah,
it's good for us as fans, though. I'll say that.
But it's good talking points from angles that not too many people talk about either, especially when you listen to these shows in the morning sometimes and you pick up an extra nugget somewhere you weren't expecting.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why Romo will be doing the same thing, except he finds another source somewhere. Instagram's his best friend in times like these. And between, I think, me and you, Derek, I think we're on the same line as far as shows on ESPN.
Yeah.
Something that
I didn't know PTI was still a thing. I thought they got rid of that with Cold Pizza. PTI still on?
That was it's still on. They got rid of the other one, which I'm so pissed off about to this day. Around the Horn.
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant. Not Cold Pizza. Around the Horn. I thought they got rid of PTI and Around the
Horn. Yeah. And that's where I first learned all this information from. And that's where, I'm thinking, that's why when you learn these nuggets from these shows and then you apply it here, and that's how, as Mel always says, iron sharpens iron all the time, because somebody's going to find something in the chat somewhere. But yeah, very interesting. Now that we finally get into football, first before we do our picks, we have to say condolences, man. Sonny Jurgensen.
Sonny J, 91 years old.
18 seasons in the NFL,
and he started with the Eagles.
Yes, won a championship in 1960. Then he went on. Then he had on 11 seasons with the Washington franchise. He is sorely missed. Hall of Famer, by the way. Yeah.
Yes.
He's in the Hall of Fame. Yes,
yeah.
He is.
Yes.
Is. Unit of measurement, which all greatness should be by. You know, if your resume is better than Sonny Jurgensen, you should be in the Hall of Fame. But that's neither here nor there. One of the greatest in both franchises. You know, we're Eagles fans, and I'm an Eagle fan, surrounded by Washington Commanders fans. May he rest in peace. Thoughts and prayers go out to him and his family. He was sure to be missed.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Possibly soon to be named Washington Warriors. Don't know if y'all caught that nugget.
No.
I did read.
I ain't surprised. Y'all can't make up your mind. Y'all can call you whatever y'all want to call yourselves. You're gonna sue yourselves over for 2 years later.
I did run something across there yesterday, but
you see the thing with the new helmet, the new helmet with the spear. They're talking about not soon, but a couple years from now. Yeah,
but
it's just being thrown out there.
Stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
I mean, I like I said, it's one of those things you score by accident and then you see this, and then it's like, oh, all right, you know. But now, so Super Bowl, let's talk about it real quick. Now, do you think that Sam Darnold deserves an apology toy?
For what?
Okay. So basically, you know, we back to what 20. Okay, so let's put it this way: the class in the class of 2018, the only first quarterback to reach a Super Bowl. If you would have named everybody who in that class, everybody probably would have said Lamar Jackson would have been the first.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so between Lamar, Baker, Trevor, who else was in there? One more. Help me out with this one. 2018 class. Was Josh Allen there too?
Josh Allen.
Yep.
Josh Allen.
Mahomes.
Oh, Mahomes. Okay.
Oh.
No. Hold on. No.
Yeah, Mahomes was in that draft. He was number 10.
No, he
wasn't. No. They didn't have him listed.
Baker Mayfield.
Baker, Lamar, and Trevor.
Donald.
There was a couple other ones in there
Allen.
too.
Lamar Jackson.
Lamar.
No, Josh Rosen. That's what it was.
Josh Rosen. Okay.
He out in the league.
But no, so basically, he's bounced, as we all know, he's bounced around several squads. You know, he started with the Jets. He was seeing ghosts. You know, he moved from the Jets to Carolina. Then he moved to San Fran. Then he moved to the Vikings. Like, the last 2 seasons have been great.
Well, the last 2.5 seasons, because he really wasn't bad at San Francisco. When he had a chance to play, he wasn't bad.
Right? So
it goes to show you put the right quarterback with the right person to guide him in the right type of system.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because he was the number 2 pick in that draft.
Sam Darnold.
You don't go that high. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
To the Jets.
He was number 3, I think.
Number 3. He was number 3 in the draft.
Okay, top 3 pick.
Saquon was number 2.
Obviously, you don't go that high if they don't see the potential. But I'm sorry that it took them so long to get where he at. But what could you say? He didn't have. He had the same what his offensive coordinator last year in Minnesota is his head coach in Seattle this year.
And see,
so he went from he left the system. He left the system in Minnesota to go right to be in the same system in Seattle with a better defense.
So you went from Vikings to the Seahawks, and then when your first year, and you was in there 14, like similar records, 14-3.
Well, he playing in the same system that he played in San Francisco and Minnesota, so it's familiarity. He's running that Kyle Shanahan offense basically over and over, and it's quarterback friendly, so it's benefited him. It's not like he's going to different systems every year. The last 3 years have been the model of consistency for him, which is, I guess, led to some comfort for him, you know, and that helps a lot more than you actually would know. So,
yes, that's definitely true.
Yeah.
God almighty.
So anything that, Derek, you see anything unusual within the last 2 weeks, like injury reports?
I think their safety, that Seattle safety that rolled his ankle in practice, is going to be a big hindrance if he's really not able to move, because he's asked to, on third down, cover like the number one receiver. He's like their lockdown guy on third down, sort of like what Philly does with Cooper DeJean, right? On third downs, Philly ask him to put him on the back or the tight end or whoever that number one option is on third down. Seattle does the same thing with this nickel. The thing about it, this dude's a rookie, and he's elevated that defense because it allows, Seattle to zone up and him man-to-man underneath. And without him, it could be a difference. It could be a difference. So that's an injury.
Now, I did find some similarities between the last time they played in the Super Bowl in 2015 and this coming year. The Seahawks, they were betting favorite. They were favorites in the first one. Josh McDaniels was the Patriots OC.
Right.
Seattle has the quote-unquote best defense in the NFL.
What happened in the third quarter? If you can name this, Kevin, I'll Venmo you $20 right now if you can tell me what happened in the third quarter to turn that game around.
Oh, that catch that shouldn't have been a catch.
Nope.
That I don't remember right off top. Go ahead.
Seattle was up 24-14, and they were shutting Tom Brady down. Their nickel corner, I think his name was Lane, broke his leg. And that means there was no more dominant nickel corner to put on Julian Edelman. Guess who went off as soon as he went out the game? Julian Edelman. And Tom Brady was going up and down the field on them. And they came back. They turned that 10-point deficit into a win. Stupid call at the end, but that's what happened.
Yeah, and to your next point, as what you just mentioned, Derek, Seattle safety hurt in the practice week.
Right. Because Tom knew he couldn't go on the outside because they had Sherm on one side and they had what was the other corner they had on the other side?
They had Brandon Browner.
And he was a physical corner that would jam the hell out of you.
Well, he was big. He's a big dude,
right? So you knew you couldn't go outside.
Then you had Cam Chancellor, the strong safety. You didn't want to go across any of that.
You couldn't go across the middle, and you had Earl Thomas. The only weakness Seattle had in that secondary is if that nickel corner got hurt and he broke his leg in the third quarter, and then Tom Brady went loose with Julian Edelman, hence the comeback. That's what happened. And if that nickel corner is out for Seattle this game, I think we might see the same thing again. So I hope not.
I don't.
He's playing.
No. But is he going to be available to really move like you want to?
I know it don't matter. But
out of all the quarterbacks this year in the playoffs, Drake May has the lowest QBR out of all of them with a 38.7.
Yeah, but if you listen to the pundits on TV and them talk about it, he's the best quarterback in the 2024 draft.
Okay, well, Eric, look, like Lawrence Taylor said in Waterboy, and that's why you say no to drugs.
Yeah, I hate the fact. I hate the fact that he came within a couple of points with winning the MVP. Can you believe that?
Drake May missed it by one vote. By one vote.
Like, how is that possible?
It's been a rough week for Patriots fans, actually. Belichick couldn't get in. Robert Kraft couldn't get in. Drake May missed the MVP by one vote. Oh, and then on top of that,
Adam Vinatieri did get in. He was a Patriot.
Yeah. Oh, and then they try to drag Tom Brady when on one of them shows. This Wolfolk was pissed off about talking about.
So was Gronk. So was Gronk.
Gronk's pissed off at him?
Not pissed off. No, he had some questionable things to say about Tom. Jealousy type.
Is Drake May left-handed or right-handed?
Right-handed.
Right-handed.
Okay, so just to say, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, the nickel corner that Galloway's referring to, his name is Nick Emanuori. He has a high ankle sprain. He is good to go. Drake May has an issue with his right shoulder, but he's good to go.
Yeah.
One's going to cancel out the other.
Well, here's the thing. This Super Bowl here, I hate to say it, but it's not getting the notoriety like other Super Bowls because nobody really wanted to see this particular Super Bowl matchup. I mean, at worst, they thought they would have got Buffalo and maybe the Rams or Buffalo, or say Seattle was there. But with this matchup with New England and Seattle, it's not a lot of interest. I ain't gonna say it ain't interest from our standpoint, but from the general public, they wanted to see a Buffalo. They wanted to see the Rams. This is not what they wanted to see.
But not only that, but there was also, if you think about it too, Mark, Derek and I were just talking about, if you also notice how the NBA basically got their lick back from 6 weeks earlier when the NFL decided to invade NBA on Christmas Day. The NBA took the headlines away from them. When they put the deadline in, we were talking more about the deadline.
But here's the thing. If you'd had, say, Buffalo and the Rams playing that Super Bowl, trust me, it'd have been more steam than what it was. I think it became a matter of interest. And unfortunately, the NBA trade deadline kind of outweighed people's interest went elsewhere.
They did.
And, it sucks. Yeah. But maybe they, like I said, they may have wanted to see Philly play Buffalo or a bigger name team in that situation, and it just didn't pan out that way. I mean, you got Philly not there, you got Buffalo not there. I ain't gonna lie to you, Kansas City not there. I mean, I hate to say it, I think it had more pop if Chicago would have been there just because of the way they have been winning games. This is kind of a dry type of a Super Bowl matchup. It's unfortunate because the teams that's there, I guess they deserve to be there, but you have freak elements. Bo Nix breaks his leg on the last play of the regular, in regulation. The Rams, the punter decides to flip when the ball's on his way to him. I mean, it just.
You got the Houston Texans quarterback who forgot how to play football.
You got CJ. All of a sudden, he think he backing up one. I mean, none of it. I mean, it just panned out to suck. The teams that you wanted to see there, the teams. I'm just saying that from a popularity standpoint, the teams that we wanted to see there, nobody expect to see this.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all I'm saying.
I'll say this, Mark. I'll say this. The low expectation usually leads to high gameplay. And what I mean by that is none of us had that same energy as far as excitement when we looked at the Indiana Pacers versus OKC in the finals last year. but that turned out to be a barn burner, did it not?
Well, it was until my man went down. But no, I think this Super Bowl reminds me. Remember that year when the Chicago Bears played the Indianapolis Colts?
No. New England versus the Rams. Remember that one when it was 10-3?
Yeah, but you know, but what I mean by that is the hype. I mean, nobody wanted to see Rex Grossman, but I mean, whereas they were thinking, at least Peyton gonna get his. I mean, but the point is, it didn't come with that pop to it. And then, of course, opening kickoff, Devin Hester took it to the house. But outside of that, I mean, it wasn't a very popular, in my opinion. I tell you, the only one that might have been worse was when Baltimore played the New York Giants. And Kerry Collins, oh, my God, I went to sleep.
That was in 2001.
Yeah, when they had Baltimore, they had Kerry Collins was the quarterback.
That was almost a shutout.
It was Trent Dilfer.
No, but the Giants hit quarterback was Kerry Collins, I think.
Yeah, they couldn't get barely past half.
Their running back was Rodney. The Giants running back was Rodney Hampton, one.
Tiki Barber.
Oh, Tiki Barber. Oh.
I'm just saying those guys. I mean that type of Super Bowl sucked.
Yeah, Giants got to that Super Bowl basically off of home field advantage.
Or the other one could have been,
all the playoff teams playing the cold that year.
And then the other one would have been Atlanta and Denver. Everybody expected Minnesota to be there. That's when Randy Moss, Chris Carter, Jake Reed.
The most disappointing loss that Minnesota ever.
Oh my God!
That hurt me.
I damn near died because I had bought a Randy Moss jersey that same day, and the hell, they lost.
I was rooting for Randall Cunningham and Randy Moss that year so bad because
they got beat 41, don't they?
No. That was the game they lost to Atlanta. They lost
that was the game where when that field goal kicker missed at the half, I said that's going to come back to haunt him.
That was the only miss he had all season, Mark. The only miss he had all season, he missed in the NFC Championship game.
And you know what's crazy about that? I think Morton Anderson got in the Hall of Fame.
I felt so bad for my boy. What's my boy with the face? Not Dolman. John Randall. Yeah, I felt bad for him and Chris Carter.
Minnesota was supposed to win a Super Bowl that year, man.
They were 15-1.
Yeah, and that missed field goal. Oh, boy.
I thoroughly enjoyed them ripping Dallas apart. That what was it? I think it was the Thanksgiving Day game. They ripped Dallas.
Oh man, that they had the most explosive team.
Randy Moss,
Jake Reed, Chris Carter. Oh, they were loaded.
And their running back Robert Smith. That Robert Smith was a bad dude. He was a bad dude. They was loaded.
It's a shame.
He reminded me of how Roger Craig ran.
Yeah, but he was 6'3", 6'4".
He had the same type of running. He had the same type of running style of Roger Craig.
And see, the thing is amazing about him. When he was at Ohio State, he said, "Man, I you know what? I came here to learn. I want to be a doctor. I ain't doing this no more." And he quit.
Yeah, he did. Yep.
I mean, this dude was. Man,
Minnesota was never the same after that because I think.
Well, I wasn't never the same either. I spent $50 on that damn jersey, and they lost that same day.
No, what I'm saying is, I think after that, didn't Randall leave and they got Jeff George or something like that?
I forget what happened. Yeah, they got something. No, Dante Culpepper came behind him.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I'll never forget it. I mean, I'm thinking they're gonna win this game. I ran to the mall, got me a jersey. I said, man, I gotta get. They going to the Super Bowl.
I wanted to see that matchup with Cunningham and Elway.
Yeah,
that's what I wanted to see.
Man, I got that Randy Moss jersey. By the time I got home, they said they lost. I said, what? I said, I can't take it. I said, man, let me take this jersey back. They said, oh no, there ain't no returns. I said, oh my God.
You still got a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, but that day that $50 could have been going elsewhere. Oh my goodness.
But no, we also have to.
You could have got a Jamal Anderson jersey.
Oh,
you know what? I just wasn't feeling that team.
Yeah, I knew they were in trouble when the safety got caught playing around the night before the game.
Oh yeah, Eugene Robinson. Yeah, he out. They had the thing. He got NFL Man of the Year award. And 2 hours later, he got arrested for soliciting a prostitute.
Yeah, that's
he only got that $40 special.
Hey, yeah. He thought he was up there on Chamberlain or Broad Street.
Man.
Hey, no, he wanted to get him a $40 special.
Well,
you know what's sad, because that's the one thing we have to start looking at every single year around this time. Somebody gonna do something stupid.
Well, hey, you gotta remember, hey, the night before the Super Bowl, somebody get popped every time, don't they? I remember the Raiders had that dude Barrett Robbins. He decided to go crazy that night. So I forget.
He forgot to take his bipolar medicine.
I ain't throwing no shots, but Donovan McNabb pulling off the Willie Beeman.
Oh, he's going up. Yeah.
Hey, they had Stanley Wilson. They knew he had drug problems. Cincinnati.
You can talk about that game all you want to, but I'm gonna tell you what. I was so impressed by Terrell Owens playing in that game.
Yeah.
Oh, I tell you what. That dude would have been the MVP of the game because
he could have.
Because I'm telling you, he played on a broken leg, and I'll never forget that game because Lito Shepherd gave up that stupid ass touchdown on the first series, and I said, "Oh, this is gonna be a problem."
Hey, Mark. Hey, guys, it's 4:00. We gotta put a pin and get back to later. Before we get out of here, Mark, I gotta get you cooking on some boxing. And I'm gonna start like this. Shakur Stevenson being stripped of his lightweight title by the BBC, by the WBC.
Oh, man.
The BBC, huh?
BBC, huh, Will?
I don't know.
Whoa.
Pause.
Whoa. Wait a minute.
Pause. No did it.
Okay, Bill. There you go.
Yeah, my bad, y'all. Yeah.
Yeah.
Before Stevenson being stripped of his WBC lightweight title. And for what I read, it looks like he was being stripped of because he didn't pay the sanctioning fees that they require all champions to pay. But I didn't really see them giving them any fights. So please help me out.
Well, anytime you fight a title fight, you got to pay the sanctioning bodies, WBC. And the thing that Shakur said, he said, "Hey, look, I paid them $100,000. So now they want
not even up for grabs during that fight anyway."
Here's the deal: the WBC is a bunch of crooks. And I don't blame Shakur. He basically told him, "Go to hell. You can have this belt. It ain't gonna hurt me from making my money." And it ain't. I mean, that outfit sucks. And they always, that's what people don't realize. When these fighters fighting these title fights, WBO, WBA, WBC, IBF, maybe not the Ring Magazine title, but everything else, you got to pay a sanctioning fee. And that comes out of your purse. So when people think a dude is getting a grip of money, trust me, there's a whole lot of hands to get fed before he gets to his. And
but if that title is not on the line, why would you need to pay for it?
Because you know what, the way the sanctioning bodies work, he had. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Mike Lopez might have had that WBC title. I think.
No, they stripped him of his 145, not the current weight that he was fighting at Lopez.
Well, here was the thing. They figured because he won, it was a title fight, and he was still their champion, that he needed to pay them a sanctioning fee. Basically, he gave him the middle finger and said, "You can have the belt too."
I think they went after him because of Crawford. That's what I think.
Here's the thing. Crawford didn't pay him either. He said, "You know what? I got a belt at the house. I don't care about this." And I don't blame him. I mean, it's BS. The fight went exactly the way I thought it was going to go. I figured, look, Shakur is a technician. Now, is he going to knock you out? No, but you ain't going to be able to get to him regardless because his jab is potent. And Lopez ran around. Basically, his corner abandoned him. It's a shame. He needs to get rid of his dad.
His dad, I think his dad's drunk or whatever.
Because they said after the fight, his dad went back to the hotel room, trashed the room, all kind of BS.
What?
So it's like this dude doesn't have any kind of team around him. His dad's thing, well, I told him what to do, and then he abandoned his plan. No, when you're a corner man, you're supposed to sit there and instruct him and make sure he follows out the plan and follow what you instructed him to do. He did, and his father didn't do that. So he basically got left on an island by himself. But with that particular fight, they had no plan for Shakir.
Right.
And if you ain't got a plan, how are you going to, all they were hoping is that he got lucky and landed one. And,
where's your power? Where's your power? What kind of guidance is that?
He had no assist. I mean, what they gave him, it sucked. That was horrible. Then they had another fight in there, Keyshawn Davis, the boy from out of Norfolk.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's saying he want to fight like Devin Haney or somebody because he won his fight, which was cool. I wasn't real impressed with it, to be honest. Then they had another dude named Juju, I forget his last name, and he scored a knockout over in his fight, but he got rocked. So I mean, for him to get to talking about he want to take on everybody, you better figure out how not to get hit like that again. But
why ain't nobody talking about Big Baby and his?
Well, I mean, I'm getting to that one. I'm getting to that one. Then you had the Big Baby Miller fight. And I knew something was weird because it seemed like in the clinch, his hair started looking like how Bobby Brown used to have that slope, that side, that Gumby. I said, man, and then the announcer said, what is going on with his hair? And I said, damn, is his hair coming off? And dude said he said what happened is he had went to his mom's and he was washing his hair. He didn't know she had ammonia in the bottle. Well, anyway, his hair came out, and he was trying to get an emergency job done. But I give it to you. I give it to him. He was a good sport about it. I thought it would have been hurt. I thought it would have hurt like hell for him just to snatch it off the way he did and threw it into the crowd. But cut and dry, he was a good sport about it. He got a win, so now he can go get it. He can go get the real toupee put on the right way. And I tell you what, everybody. I'll say this: that little incident got that dude a whole lot of radio play this week. Yeah. He was a guest on a lot of radio shows, and believe it or not, for a dude that had been in trouble with, I don't know if it was PD. Something happened.
He took some illegal substance.
For his career to kind of hit the dark side. He just made himself a fan favorite with what he did.
Yeah. And
so he kind of, in a crazy way, he kind of resurrected his career for what's left of it. But that was bizarre as hell. I'm looking, I said, what did this dude do? I mean, because I saw in the clinch and I just seen one side of his hair. Then all of a sudden he started getting hit with jabs, and the dude that was hitting him was like, dude, what's going on? And that was a mess. That was a mess.
Yeah, and he actually won by split decision.
Yeah, that's why I say he kind of resurrected his career. But then, hey, Milt, I guess we had the education on earlier on what happened with the wrestling event that was on. Was that on that same night, or was that the week before?
No, it was the same weekend.
Saturday night. Yeah. So I felt like boxing picked a bad night to do that because trust me, everybody was watching. Hell, I was even watching the wrestling matches. So. That they picked a bad night to have that fight on anyway, man. I ain't gonna lie to you because I was stuck on watching the wrestling match. I was like, damn.
So what do you think about the future of Shakur? Do you want to see him fight Conor Benn, or do you want to see him fight Haney?
Here's the problem. Everybody misses one thing. Shakir is going back down to 135.
Why?
Because that's where he's more comfortable at. He comes up and wait. See, he gets to play in that Roy Jones game. He gonna mess himself up. You can't do that. If he comes up to fight Conor Benn, he wants to put that, that rehydration clause in there. And if he comes up to fight Conor Benn, he gonna be in for a fight, man. And if he comes up to fight any of those dudes at 147.
Yeah, but you're talking about it from a weight circumstance. I'm talking about it from a sweet science circumstance. Like, I think Conor falls into his lap because he's a straight coming forward type fighter, where Shakur is going to counter, dap, touch him up, get back, defend, and just pot shot him all night. I think he fits perfectly as long as he doesn't get hit. That's the thing, because he doesn't weigh enough for that.
Well, here's the thing. Conor Benn is just like Teofimo. The only difference is he got a better corner than his father. Is a legendary fighter within himself, Nigel Benn.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a whole different. It's going to be a whole different mindset when it comes to the advice and what to do. If I'm Shakir, you got to stick at a certain weight class, man. You can't keep juggling back and forth. You're right. Hey man, that dude is like a surgeon out there. I mean, he hits and he doesn't get hit.
Right.
And
exactly.
I mean, it's phenomenal. I do want to see what happens if he ever gets clipped. I hate to say that, but I always want to see what happens when a dude gets into a little bit of deep water. I just like to see how they respond and how they hold up. If he was ever going to get hit in a fight, that would be the one.
Yeah.
If he comes up and he fights Devin Haney, people don't give it credit. Devin Haney got big, man.
But his fist is still pillows, though.
Here's the problem. If he gets tapped, you don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But from a standpoint of being, I mean, if they're going to go at it, I think Shakir is the better boxer. I think that would be one of those 12-round decision fights where I think Shakir wins, but he got to be careful with this weight game plan because Devin Haney actually would present a little bit of a problem. And I think if he can crack the code, which I don't think it happened, but if he could, it could be a problem. Conor Benn is, like you said, he gets one shot in, that becomes a problem.
Right.
But if I'm Shakir, I'm like, what is it 135 that's going to make you money? Nothing. He needs the big money fight for him. Nobody wants to believe it. The big money fight for him really is Tank. If he can ever stay out of jail for about 2 days, that would be the fight. That's the fight. That's the fight I want to see. That's the fight I want to see. If him and Tank fights.
So not King Rod, not
no. Tank is the only way he's going to get the respect he wants. He's got to beat Tank. As much trouble as Tank is in, he's outside of Canelo. He's still the biggest draw in boxing.
What about Lamont?
No, hell no. No. I mean, he would pick him apart. Again, Tank, there is nobody else. Tank, they got this brother Abdullah Mason. He needs to fight a few more fights. I haven't seen him get knocked down a couple times in a fight. But I mean, this is it. The money is Tank. The money is Tank. The money is Tank. I mean, he'll make a little bit off the other ones, but trust me, the money is Tank. And it's just a matter of what Tank want to do, man. Because
jail.
He got caught out recently.
Yeah, I mean, he's today's modern day Mike Tyson.
Bobby Brown.
Well, I mean, he's today's Mike Tyson. He can't stay out of nothing. And I'm gonna be honest, and I'll just leave it at this. And I'm serious when I say this. If the brother ain't careful, it ain't going to end well for him.
Yeah.
And that's the truth. And it's not going to end well. And from that standpoint, I mean, he won't be with us a hell of a lot longer if he keeps it up at the pace he's going.
It's 5:27. It's time for us to wrap this up and get on out here.
Okay, we can get out. I got Seattle tomorrow, fellas. That's just where I leave it at. I'm with Seattle.
I got Seattle game score 28-24.
All right, man, who you got?
I got Seattle, but I'm gonna say this. I'm a sucker for the hometown hero story, so in a way, I'm still rooting for guys like Morgan Moses and Travion Henderson. You know, yeah, I'm still rooting for them. So I hope they show out. And if
are they from Virginia?
Yeah, they from. Yeah, Morgan Moses went to Meadowbrook and Travion Henderson went to Hopewell.
He went to Hopewell?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yes, sir. Yes,
yeah, that kind of give me a little different. That give me a little different. That give me a little different look in how I'm doing. But I mean, I'm still gonna go with Seattle. But damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah. All right, Derek, who you got? Seattle or New England?
I got Seattle, and I can actually see this being 31-17.
So it's 48. Yeah. All right, Mel. What do you think? What do you think the score might be?
Oh, I said Seattle, and I put the overall score at 73.
Okay.
It's either 72 or 73. One.
You want 73?
I posted on your page.
Okay. All right. Okay.
It's already written down.
Gotcha. All right. I'm going with Seattle as well. I'm going to go with 50.
Okay. Even Steven.
Yeah.
Yo, this is the last pick 'em for a while. Calvin, before we get out here, I gotta say is, gotta give you flowers, man. You when it comes to these pickers, man, we wait all year long for these bragging rights. It's almost just as big as the Super Bowl without paying any money or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta say, I'm so happy that you wanted to come on. And I brought you on, and you made this your pick'ems a part of the Studio W Sports page. So, my brother, thank you.
No problem.
Thank you. I said I need you in the worst way. You know? I'm gonna keep saying that to the end of our days too.
Yeah, but here's the crazy part of this: there are 8 women in the pick'em league, 8 women in the top 10. Sonya is in that group. Sonya has a chance to win.
Women are whooping us, and it's only going to keep growing.
And the funniest thing is, now I will say this: if Sonya wins my pick'em league tomorrow, and we will keep tabs on it as the night goes on, I will lose it. I will lose it then. If Sonya pulls out and wins, she's currently sitting at number 3.
Oh yeah. So we bring her. Yeah. So
if she wins.
I'm going to find a way to bring her here so she can take.
Shout out to whoever created that picture for W Studio W. That picture is awesome.
Oh, I appreciate it, bro. ChatGPT, I got in on the craze with that. I'm still gonna make a couple more because I can tell you it was a lot of trial and error with them Janks. They try to put like 5-6 guys in one picture, and I don't know who these dudes is.
I'm telling you, you got Kevin, Roma, and yourself in there, and WB in there. It looks just like you guys. It looks really good.
Yeah, thank you. I try to get you in there too.
I ain't got no picture for you. I can give you a picture if you want, but I don't think you have one.
What's going to happen? What's going to happen is we gotta make this stuff happen because you come there. I know you don't live in Richmond, but it's always a blessing when you do come down. And we never take pictures, nothing like that. Guys just don't do that. So we do need to update the Studio W picture with all of us in it. That does have to happen.
Right.
So just remind us next time you come down here, we all get together. We just gotta remember, we gotta take one picture together. We got.
Speaking of which, I should do one tomorrow at the Super Bowl party.
Yeah, not all of us might not be here, but it is gonna be a Super Bowl party at the studio. I'll be here. We're gonna throw down. We're gonna have a good time, and we will be thinking about everybody else having a good time also. Gentlemen, thank y'all for joining us. This has been the Studio W Sports page, and as always, I'll see y'all in church tomorrow.
All right.